Hey everybody, Ben with BRG Music here. I haven't done a video in a while. I know you guys some videos. They're kind of slow. Been busy with other things, and of course, making videos hasn't been a priority because I've been busy. We recently became a Seagull guitars dealer. If you're not familiar with Seagull, just like the bird, they're owned by, it's Godin Guitars. Now, if you're familiar with them, they do some very interesting designs, electric and acoustic. Seagull is like one of their house brands, which is really cool. I have a history going back with Seagull a number of years. I picked one up at a garage sale for like $150, and it was incredible. You know, it was a cedar top, mahogany back and sides, S6, and it sounded great even with the dead strings that were on it at the time. And I had that thing for quite a while. I ended up selling it, but it was a really cool guitar. But now we've got a dealership, so I can get them whenever I want. Anyway, I've got about 6 different Seagulls in here, but this is the X6 original with the Fishman Priestess preamp on it. And it's a really nice... really nice sounding acoustic guitar. Having the electronics is extra cool, and the action is incredible all the way up the neck. And these are, for those who aren't hip to the knowledge, built in Canada. So you're not getting a Chinese-made guitar when you buy one of these. You're getting something that's built in Canada for, you know, $600, $700, $800, depending on what you buy, even up to $900 and so on. But that's a pretty good deal for a North American made guitar, in my opinion, and it's a pleasant guitar to play. It sounds really nice, and I'm really happy to be on board and be a dealer now with those guys, including partnering, you know, adding that to our inventory of Alvarez and Takamine and Teton and some of the other stuff we carry. You know, it's really cool. So I try to carry things that are like, oh, and Blue Ridge too. I try to carry things that I think are cool and offer a lot of value. So enough about that. That's been a new development. I'll show you some more of those models as we go. But I recently, of course, had to fall into a guitar here. I got this old USA-made PV Tracer. Now, I first encountered the PV Tracers 2002 or 2003 when my roommate was, I actually lived with Mick Thompson from Slipknot for a short period of time. And he had a PV Tracer with the Kahler Spider on it, and it was an incredible guitar. I think at one point I was drunk enough to actually ask him if he'd sell me the guitar, but he cut his teeth on that guitar. You don't sell those guitars. The ones you cut your teeth on, you hold on to them, right? So, of course he said no, which is fine. I've had my eyes on these for a long time, and this one that I picked up is about as bare bones as they come. Vintage style tremolo, single pickup, and tone and volume. I've got the truss rod cover and the string tree off of it for right now, but when I first played this, a friend of mine brought it in to consign, and I could tell as a player, you know, even needing a little setup, it still felt really good. And being that I was hip to these and wanted one, it was pretty much a no-brainer I was going to end up with it. But the bar, of course, wasn't with it. This is just some bar that happens to fit. And these, for those of you who aren't familiar, these PV pickups that they come in them are awesome. These are basically a poor man's Vandenberg guitar, and they don't have the cool cutaways. They aren't as sought after, but they are absolutely incredibly awesome playing guitars. You know, you can rip scales, arpeggios, and everything else on them, and just feel really comfortable. The pickup's nice and hot, you know. It's a screaming humbucker, and it does justice to the type of guitar that it is. I don't know if you're familiar with these on Reverb and stuff. You can find something like this for about $400 pretty much all day, and you'd be mistaken to let one go if you came across one for cheaper. They're absolutely nice guitars. They're ripping, easy to play, great action, manufactured properly, because PV knew what they were doing back in the day, and they're incredible. I can't say enough good things about these guitars. I wish I had a few more. Like I said, I keep my eyes out open for them, and a lot of times I'll find them in pawn shops and stuff. They're just beat, they're missing parts, and they're asking $400 for guitars that look like that, and I wouldn't bother with the missing parts and stuff. I try to find something that's playable. They are a smoking metal guitar, to be sure. They actually have this neck tilt function, like some of the old G&Ls and some of the old Fenders and stuff, where you put an Allen wrench in there and you can adjust the tilt of the neck to your liking, and kind of tweak your setup even further. So you get the truss rod the way you like it, the bridge the way you like it, and then you can kind of put it in action a little bit more, which is really cool. It's so easy to play, and it's got me amped to practice, which is cool. It's a really nice take on a Super Strat, and like I said, USA made Super Strat for $400 all day long, right now, if you pay attention to the market. I'm happy to have one, and I'm just happy to have one, right? So anyway, but I've got a lot more videos I want to do and stuff. I've been kind of slow on getting content out because I've got a ton of things to do. The shop's really picked up recently, and I've been working really hard with that to make things happen. And we've got a ton of inventory right now. I think 120 plus instruments and drum sets and pro audio gear, and vinyl, original pressing vinyl LPs and CDs and everything else. It's just, I'm looking around. You guys can't see what's behind the camera, but it's pretty nutty. But anyway, I just want to share with you a couple of those things, and let you know kind of how that was going. There was one other thing I want to tell everybody about. Oh yeah, so I posted a video recently about a Kiloton bass that had come back, and the customer said it was completely unplayable. It was, the shop that she'd taken it to said it was garbage, whatever. And I'd repaired it. There was a little bit of a flat spot in the, this area of the neck, and I fixed it. Took it down, made the nut match. Sent it back to her. She wasn't happy. Said it was still unplayable. Got it back, and it didn't even need a truss rod adjustment. Just maybe the slightest one, if I remember correctly. But I sold it again recently, and the guy got it, and he's thrilled with it. So it goes to show, not everybody knows what they're talking about when it comes to certain things. And if a shop's going to lie to you, be careful, because they won't tell you the truth, especially if you buy it from someone else. I try to be, like I said in that video, if someone brings an instrument to me, I don't care if you bought it elsewhere. If you need work on it, I'll do it. Whatever. I'm not going to tell you it's crap because of that. Even if it's Guitar Center, I don't give a crap. I'm going to tell you the honest truth about the instrument. But there's a lot of shops out there that do that old school, you didn't buy it here, it's crap thing. And this was one of those cases, and they missed out on a now unavailable G&L Kiloton Fretless tribute bass because of that. Someone else is very happy, so whatever, But anyway, I just want to share that update with you too, and moving on to greener pastures and more other cool things. But yeah, that's a little bit about what's been going on at the shop here. Feel free to post comments about this guitar, Seagulls, anything you know about those items or any experiences you've had with other shops below in the comments section. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. I'm pretty quick about that. I'm slower about posting videos, but anyway. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I've got more to come, more lessons and such. visit our shop, www.brgmusic.com. Stop in our shop at 1209 2nd Berry. Give me a call at 515-329-0120, or drop me a line on YouTube. I'm happy to talk about stuff, and I'm around later.